It is time to get our hands dirty with Doctor Who, Universes Beyond, the Masters of Evil. These are some of the most dastardly villains to ever grace the show. I'm excited to rip this open and take a look at some of these iconic characters. As usual, I like to start at the bottom. Makes it a little bit easier to pull out the box here and take a look at what's inside. So first we have the envelope containing the sample pack and the Planechase cards. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Planechase cards first. Ooh, Skaro. Nice. City of the Daleks. All right, so we mentioned Skaro. Next, we've got the Moon Base. Nice. The Dalek Intensive Care. Oh, the Dalek Asylum. This was a great episode. This was fantastic. Get to see insane Daleks. Is that Bowie base one? Like named after David Bowie? I actually don't remember. Okay. The Doctor's Tomb. That's Trenzalore. Applin I can't say this. Applin Mortarium. And this is the plane of Alfava Metraxis. Interesting. Wait, is this with In Time with the Angels? It looks like it. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Unleash the Flux. Or as the 13th Doctor would say, the Flux. What's the Flux? I don't know why. It's just, whenever she said the Flux, it sounded interesting to me. The Matrix of Time. This is in Gallifrey. Hotel of Fears. It's on a spacecraft. It's where everybody had to overcome their fears. Mondasian colony ship. Mondasian? I think it's Mondasian colony ship. Okay. And back to Skaro. Let's take a quick look at the deck box next. Over here we've got Missy, of course. Missy is the female version of the Master, who is arguably Doctor Who's greatest foe, possibly. And here we have the planar die, which we use in conjunction with the Planechase cards. Okay, let's open this collector booster sample pack and see what we get. The glue is really good on these, not the easiest to open. Okay, I remember the first one's going to be a token, right? Yep, the first one is a token. Okay. And the 5th Doctor. Cool, I don't think I have this art version of it yet. The extended art version. I believe I have the showcase version. And As Foretold. And here on the back side, we have Davros, who created the Daleks, that we find out later on. And we have one of these little inserts here for how to play the Masters of Evil. And here's the spin down life counter. Once again featuring Missy. And here we go. Here's the deck. We're going to do a little zoom in here to get a better look at it. All right. Let's open up this pack here. This is always so much fun. The first time you take off the plastic and you're holding these cards in your hand for the first time. All right, let's set these down here and go through them one by one. So first we have Davros, the Dalek creator. And Missy, just Missy. That's all you need. Like the Master, just the Master. That's it. Renegade Silent. And of course, as we all know, silence will fall. It's actually more like, silence will fall. Zygon Infiltrator. These guys always looked really weird. I never really got why they got suction cups on the side of their head. What could they possibly do with suction cups on the side of their head? Don't blink. Whatever you do, don't blink. They are super fast. Yeah, the Weeping Angels. Okay, come on. I have to do it once. Please just let me do it once, okay? Well, one time, and then I promise we're done. Exterminate. Okay, there. I promise. No more exterminate. Dalek Squadron. Sontaran General. Grenades are always the answer. Great Intelligence's Plan. Really? Did they have to put it that way? Intelligences? That's not really an easy word to pronounce. Cyberman Patrol. So these are the old school Cybermen, right? From the older series. They have an updated look for the Ninth Doctor and on. Cyber Matt. It's kind of a little robot there. Clockwork Droid. Midnight Crusader Shuttle. Laser Screwdriver. Well, you know, sometimes lasers work. You don't always need sonic. Sometimes lasers are the right tool for the job. Arcane Signet. Soul Ring. Thought Vessel. So glad they're just including like a lot of the basic ones that you need these days. Not just Soul Ring, but we've got Thought Vessel and Mind Stone. Just, you know, a lot of the basic mana rocks you're going to want. And Lightning Greaves. Again, can't reprint this one enough, apparently. Propaganda. Auton Soldier. The Flood of Mars. Cyber Conversion. Talked a little bit about this one before. This one, I think, is definitely going to start going in a lot of blue decks. That's some pretty decent creature removal for blue. Hunted by the Family. Dalek Drone. Vashta Narada. An alien horror, you say. Time Reaper. Doomsday Confluence. The Toymaker's Trap. I think that's from... must be from the original. I think that's the first Doctor in there, right? Vizlaw. Turlo. Or Turlor. Someone corrected me on this before. Vizlor Turlo, I believe is his name. Turlo. Genesis of the Daleks. And again, there we've got Davros in there. So this is telling the story of the beginning of the Dalek race. This is how it... Oh, I can't stand some of these. Look at Rory. Aw. This episode was really, really hard to watch. It really was. Death in Heaven. Delete. I promise I'm not going to do any more Cybermen after that either. I don't know. So let me ask the question. What do you like better? The Cybermen voices, like the new Cybermen voices, or the Dalek voices? Which one do you like more? They both have their merits. I think they're both good in their own ways. Which ones do you like more? I'm asking your personal preference. Ensnared by the Mara. Excuse me. Day of the Moon. I forgot how many lines did Amy Pond draw on her face before she got out of that room. I can't even remember. It was a lot. This is maybe like 50, something like that. The Master Multiplied. Okay, I made a comment about the Master before. This version of the Master is fine. There is a specific version of the Master that I'm not enthralled with, but this one was fine. The Master Mesmerist. Okay, too familiar with that one, but looks fine. Rassilon, the War President. The Master Gallifrey's End. This is the Master that I wasn't thrilled with. Like, from a storyline perspective, from the way that the character was portrayed, to the way that the Doctor reacted to what the Master was doing. There were so many things that I was not thrilled with just this specific version. The Veil Yard, or Veil Yard. Weeping Angel, nice. The Beast, Deathless Prince. I like this card. I think it's a really interesting take on what a Rakdos commander could be. I'm really excited to potentially play around with this one, or play against somebody that has that as their commander. The Rani, Sycorax Commander, or is it Sycorax? I can't remember. I can't remember which one it is. The Cyber Controller. Nice. The Cult of Scarrow. The Dalek Emperor. Ashad, the Lone Cyberman. A commander that works off of casualty could be interesting. Blink. This is a super iconic episode. If you haven't seen Doctor Who yet, this is one of the episodes that is great to start with first because it introduces the Weeping Angels, which just become even more important or more prevalent in the storyline as it goes on. The Master formed anew. Cyberman Squadron. This one's pretty cool. Gives artifact creatures myriad. The Cyber Ship. Wound Reflection. The Missy and the Master dancing with each other. I mean, a more fitting pair I could not think of. Blasphemous Act. Okay, good reprint. Solemn Simulacrum. Nice. I just went back and watched this episode recently. It's a good one. The Sound of Drums. River of Tears. Foreboding Ruins. Shadow Blood Ridge. Smoldering Marsh. Temple of Deceit. Choked Estuary. Sunken Hollow. Darkwater Catacombs. Fetid Pools. Temple of Malice. Canyon... Is it Slow or Slaw? It's probably Slow, right? Exotic Orchard. I think that's printed in like every pack of Commander. Temple of Epiphany. Frostboil Snarl. Storm-Carved Coast. Fiery Islet. Lava Claw Reaches. That's a nice reprint. Shipwreck Marsh. Drowned Catacombs. Also a good reprint. Haunted Ridge. Dragon Skull Summit. See, we've got some good reprints. There's some good reprints in here. They're finally getting reprinting some good lands that new Commander players actually need. Creeping Tar Pit. Gallifrey Council Chamber. Feed the Swarm. Ooh, that is some perfectly chosen art there, I feel, for Feed the Swarm. It's an episode about the Flux, if I'm not mistaken. Snuff Out. Again, great reprint. There's some really good reprints in this one. Commander's Sphere. Wayfarer's Bauble. Talisman of Dominance. Nice. We're getting reprints of the talismans again. Took a while to get those, but it's good to have. Talisman of Indulgence. Some nice art on here. Command Tower. Terramorphic Expanse. Thriving Moor. Path of Ancestry. Temple of the False God. Reliquary Tower. Crumbling Necropolis. Ominous Cemetery. Love that one. Island. And at this point, I think it's mostly the basics, right? Let's take a look. Yep, basic. Okay, so here is Davros, the Dalek Creator. The etched foil version here. Let's see if we can catch some of the light here without it getting too hot. Nice. We've got treasure token with a Dalek on the back. Clue token with a copy on the back. An angel. Another Dalek. So let's take a look here. Just go through these really quick. See if there's any other ones we haven't seen. Mark of the Rani. Cyberman. A couple Cyberman. Let's turn them around. We got a bunch of Daleks. I guess we need a lot of Daleks for this deck. Yep. Especially for Davros. So there we go. So we've got a lot of choices for commanders in this deck. Which one do you like the most? We got Davros, Missy, the Valeyard, the Rani, Cult of Scarrow. So many choices. Ashad, the Lone Cyberman. Like, this is one of the, I think, deepest choices that we've been able to make in a commander deck possibly ever. We've got 6 potentials here. Which one are you liking the most?